everyone. I hope you have all had a wonderful day. We are back again with LinkedIn Prana Stories, and this is our very first episode of the Edition 1 Extended. And this time, I have such an amazing guest with me. Whatever I say is going to be less. So, he is Mr. Bhupendra Singh Rathore, who is India's number one breakthrough business strategist. Okay, so to explain that, he himself will do it. But a quick intro. He's a TEDx speaker, a Josh speaker, have motivated and inspired more than 7 lakh lives. And at the same time has been called by United Nations to represent India as the first trainer. This is the most amazing journey for me, and I'm so excited to bring him on board with us. So let me just call him.
Hi everyone.
Hi,
Hi Khushbu.
hi. How are you?
I'm doing excellent and I'm very excited for this show.
Lovely. We are equally excited to have you. And before I continue, let me just tell to my audience that he's also known as BSR. So as I go ahead, I'll be calling him BSR because that's his popular name across the nation. Alongside,
Right.
to all my viewers, we are waiting for you to join, and we'd love to hear good questions from you. Just don't hesitate, drop all your questions in the comment session, and we're going to try and get BSR to answer all of them.
That will be my pleasure. That will be my pleasure.
So, just a quick one. Tell us from which country are you tuning in, which city are you tuning in, and how are things at your end? Because we all know this is a time where we need to stay together. So, please, we would
Sure.
love your comments to get the countries. And BSR, tell us about yourself, please.
This is an interesting question, and many a times I really feel like what to tell. I mean, there is nothing much to tell. But yeah, if you want to know my professional introduction, I'm a business coach. I'm a motivational speaker, and now I'm also helping people become digital entrepreneurs by launching their own courses and all. At the same time, I have written a book. So I'm an author. The book title is Master Your Thoughts, Master Your Life. And before that, prior to this, I was an IT engineer till 2010. And I am from Rajasthan in India. And right now I'm in Pushkar, which is a small town famous for its world famous Brahma temple and Pushkar Lake and all. So I'm from a very humble background, and by God's grace, and because of all the people who have supported me, my teachers and all, today, whatever I'm doing, and I'm really glad that I'm able to inspire people every single day. Thank you.
Amazing book. Amazing, Besar. I would say I love that part. I mean, we're going to touch definitely on your journey earlier to becoming a renowned motivational speaker, or for me, from my side, I would say someone who uplift life, and that's what you have done for a pretty much long period of time. But before, of course,
Yeah.
in this pandemic time, I know people are
Mhm.
excited to hear that how exactly can they realign their visions and get closer to where their goals are and where they want to be. But before I touch there,
Very
why not you tell us your life before and after, like inside out? How was it from being a shy kid, as to what I know that you were before you discovered your true self, your true vision in life, your true goal in life? Tell us a little bit about that part of PSR when he was
Great.
Bhupendra Singh Rathore.
So I'll divide this journey into 3 parts. One before 2007, second before 2014, and the third after 2014. Before 2007,
Okay.
I used to be very worried about my future, about my life, because I was not well educated. My study and education was always from government schools. Being from a small town, communication was a big challenge, especially the language English was a very, very big challenge. And I didn't have the guts and the confidence to go ahead, go out and really make an impact. So I used to be shy. I used to be introvert. I never used to really speak to people. And I used to feel that, I'm nobody. And because of that, self-esteem was all time low. And when self-esteem was low, many a times I was even thinking about committing suicide, and that kind of a negative energy was around.
Okay.
Accidentally in 2007, I attended few motivational talks. The first talk which I attended by Mr. Manish Gupta in 2000 on my birthday, which was 12th January 2007, and the title of the talk was that you are born to win. All right. And I realized that yes, I'm born to win, and what the hell am I doing with my life right now? Okay, I'm born to win, yes, and it perfectly made sense to me that if a person decides, he can do everything. If a person decides, he can reach to any level. All right, that was the eye-opening talk, and that was a great birthday gift to myself, I must say. And from that day, I decided to think that, okay, why not I explore it? So I joined some life transforming programs, initially from Mr. Gupta, and then later on from few other trainers. And each and every program was putting a huge impact. I think from the childhood itself, I was a good student, so whatever my teachers were telling, I was trying to follow that. But I never got a motivational trainer. I used to always get, before 2007, all the subject trainers like English, maths, and this and that. So when I got the life changing stories, the people who impacted my thoughts, I started thinking big. And then I started developing myself. I understood first time in my life what is the importance of self development. So
Okay.
I got to realize that 1 lakh rupees, and this is very important, which I'm saying. I got to realize that 1 lakh rupees, if you invest in a real estate, it might become around 1 million after 10 years. 1 lakh in Indian rupees is 100,000 rupees. And let's say if you invest 100,000 rupees in gold, it might also become 1 million after 7 years, 10 years, 15 years. But if 100,000 you invest in your brain, it may become millions, billions, trillions also.
Oh,
And
wow.
that is where I was.
Analogy,
Yeah,
I should say. That's a wonderful
yeah.
analogy. And sometimes people miss
Thank you.
out on them. They will run after investing on properties
Absolutely.
rather than oneself.
Right.
Lovely.
So I
And
thought,
what
yeah,
happened in 20?
I'm not. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, BSR, please continue. Please continue.
So I'm not saying that you do not invest in properties, but only once you have fully invested in yourself. So I started investing in myself. I learned public speaking. I learned about goal setting. I learned about time management. I learned about how the psychology functions, law of attraction, spirituality, and all those things really changed me and made me a better human being. And in 2009, I realized. In 2009, I realized that I am becoming strong, and I can also train people. Okay, I can share the same thing. So as a hobby, I started sharing with people. And one day, a girl who got the teaching from me, at the end of the teaching, she came with a 10,000 rupees envelope. And I said, "What is this?" She said, "Guru Dakshina." Right, in India, Guru Dakshina means the
That's,
fee to the teacher.
yes,
And I said, 10,000 rupees. I mean, that's too much. I mean, I do not charge. I'm already getting paid from my company. And she said, no, sir, I have benefited a lot. I could have given you 50,000 also, but right now I'm a
so
student
should I
and I
say
can
that's
only
the
afford
turning
this
point
much.
in your life? Should I say
Yeah,
that's
that
the
was one
turning
of the.
point in your
Absolutely, absolutely. And after that, I sincerely started thinking about getting into this profession of training. I left my job in 2010 and I became a trainer. And I initially started with corporate trainings and a few motivational talks here and there. In 2013, I decided to be a business coach, but I was not succeeding. In 2014, I got my true vision, I must say. In 2014, something very big happened. Like, I had to let go of my own company, because in 2009 I set up a company. 2011 I got a partner. 2013 I tried to take another partner because we went through huge losses in 2013. And because of that, entire thing was mess. And finally, I got out of my company. And then I was sitting again alone. I mean, after 6 years of hard work, I was just sitting alone, and I was feeling, what the hell is happening with me? Right. And then I seriously started thinking about my purpose. Why am I living? Why I want to do the trainings, and so many deep
life? I
things I
think
started thinking.
these kind of incidences do bring a huge change, and I'm sure our audience can also connect that when they're running a business,
Absolutely.
they have to give up to grow sometimes.
Very true. Right.
It's
So
absolute.
once I got my purpose in 2014, then I became unstoppable, I must say. I mean, from that time, I had massive growth. I could connect to more people. And I'm super happy to tell you guys that in this month itself, I'm so fortunate that, this month itself, till date, in last 20 days, I've been able to connect more than 70,000 people through my webinars. Each webinar is joined by more than
Wow.
3,000, 4,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Amazing.
that's the thing.
I'm super glad. That's how you can keep the people's life motivated. And since you have discovered your vision, this pandemic time, BSR,
Mhm.
where everybody is going through a transition in their life. Now we are saying the life we are going to get into is going to be the new normal. So
Right.
just transformational journey which everyone is going through. What are your top three advices for our viewers, our audiences who are seeing us at the moment, and that how they can keep themselves uplifted, get that kick in life, get that right motivation
Mhm.
to keep going
All right.
and not get disheartened? What would be those three things?
Sure. See, Khushbu, what I have been observing in everybody's life is that people are just busy running. If somebody tell them to stop, they are not stopping. And I think Corona is a blessing in that disguise, which is asking the world to stop and think, where are you running? Okay, why are you running? What is that one thing which you really want to achieve? Okay, you are running behind the name, fame, money, all right, so many things. But then why? What the hell is that? I mean, are you going to be the number one if you're running? Are you going to be number five? Are you going to be number 10? Do you really know when you are going to stop, when you are going to, really reach there? And people don't have those clues. All right. So here, I really want to tell people that speed is not the only thing. Yes, speed is good, but more than the speed, the direction is more important. Direction is always more important than speed. And what is that direction? That direction is about vision. So this is the perfect time when people are getting 1 month, 2 months time to sit at home. I mean, if this time is wasted, this is not going to come back again. So this is the time when they need to really, really think and connect to themselves as to ask only one question: why am I born? Am I born to just run and die one single day, or am I born to make a significant
I think,
impact in the world?
I think
Right?
yes, sir, I'll just hold you here for a second and I want to connect to the audience and say, so tell us, why are you born? Take this opportunity. The first thing that comes to your mind, comment us and tell us why are you born. And this is going to be an amazing journey for you guys to figure out the first step before aligning your vision as you go ahead to the new normal. Go ahead,
Absolutely.
VSR.
Yeah. So why are you born? That's the perfect statement, because I in 2014 got to really have a serious thought. Am I really here to become a trainer to earn money? Probably not. And that was a true shift in my life. And here I really connect with one beautiful statement, and that says, if you support the world selflessly, the whole universe is going to support you endlessly. All right. If you support the world selflessly, the
Wow.
whole universe is going to support you endlessly. And that's where I started coming up with massive programs, wherein many programs I did for free. Thousands of people, like in 2018 and 2019 alone, I organized, I think, more than 30 open
So
house
you're talking
workshops,
about
and there were absolutely no charges. Yeah.
so you're talking about the power of reciprocity and give back here. Can I say that?
I'm talking about that. Yeah, in every form. Though for a training program, I charge people as well. But then I really try to be as reasonable as possible. I really feel the pain as to what is that pain which they are going through, and what would be the what would be the price which I would love to pay for those kind of programs. So
Thank you. No,
and
that's
I have
amazing.
learned from my teachers that if you charge 1,000 rupees, you need to give 10,000 times return. 10,000 times return, or at least 1,000 times return to people. You should not stop. You should continue and continue, go on and on. So the first thing which I want to suggest is connect to your true vision and true purpose. Is it helping people? Is it providing education? Is it providing some good shelter to people, or is it working for somebody's mind or body or soul or whatever connects to you? Number one. Or it might be painting, it might be just for nurturing your own kid, all right, or making him as strong as Nelson Mandela or Mahatma Gandhi or maybe somebody else. Okay, it
Awesome.
can be your true purpose
Yes,
as well. Okay.
lovely.
The second thing
Yes.
which I tell people in this pandemic time is, See, this is the time to really learn, right? And I know that you might have been hearing this from many people, but I know people don't have the organized way of learning. Sometimes they flip through a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of YouTube videos randomly, or sometimes some books or something. You have to
Yes.
have the organized way. What does that mean? That means in order to grow in my life, do I need public speaking? Then I need to only watch videos or read books only about public speaking. If you want to be a digital entrepreneur, then you need to only learn about digital entrepreneurship.
I
So
think
that has
BSR,
to be
that's the whole
organized.
motive.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole motive, that you're here for the reason LinkedIn Prana Stories is there. I think that's the inspiration that we had when we started this entire journey. So I'm glad that it's getting validated by you yourself, who is telling us
Thank
that we're doing something which is absolutely great. The whole vision of having LinkedIn Prana Stories was to get people to learn from real life stories like yours, and we are blessed to have you here. So thank
thank
you
you.
so much for sharing that as that as an advice to our public. But audiences, if you really want to make sure that you don't miss any single episode of LinkedIn Prana, then follow the hashtag LinkedIn Prana, just to make sure that you don't miss any of these amazing things. So we are excited to hear number 3, BSR. Tell us, what's the number 3 advice that you have for us?
Number three is realize the relationship of yours with yourself and the others, right? Understand that we are nobody without relationships. We are nobody without people. And how much ego, how much negativity we hold towards many people, right? Oh, I'm like this. Your entire ego is melted by this corona, right? You are supposed to just sit at home at one place. You can't really go out, and you are missing people. You are missing meeting with so many
Yes,
people. I mean,
yes,
so many things you are missing, right? So people are the most important asset. Connect to them as much as possible and give back to the society, because whatever success you have got is because of those sweepers, because of those doorbell boys, delivery boys, and drivers, and so many people, thousands of people, the farmers and all, have contributed for you to reach here. And that's what you really need to really connect with. Okay, so
absolutely.
value
So
people.
nice,
This
the
is the first time.
frontliners.
Yeah.
I think BSR, we should take this opportunity to thank all the frontliners out there who's just making sure that we are safe back at home, and just making sure that we live our life
Right.
in the right space. That's a great point there. And I have to tell you, and thank you to our audience as well. They really shared with us why are they born. They want to contribute, to grow, to experience, and we loved your answer, all of them. Thank you so much for sharing. As going ahead, BSR, as you've shared three core advice on how people can stay positive, but you are the number one business breakthrough strategist, and I can't
Mhm.
leave you without touching the topic. How about the economic scenario right now? There are a lot of entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, SME founders, and the L1s and the L2s who are watching us at the moment, and they would really like to
Mhm.
know what's your take, how they should align their vision to this new normal after this COVID situation. What is your take on the corporate
Right.
side of the world?
I see. See, I know that life is very tough for many people, and I also understand that this is going to put us probably 5 years back. Some of the people will be put around 10 years back. Some of the people would not be able to really understand what to do, because they will lose a lot of money, probably a lot of prestige, a lot of things maybe are at stake. But we need to understand first thing that whatever happens, right, it happens for some or the other reason. Maybe human being was not realizing what we are doing. All right, we were blind, we were cutting the trees, we were harming the nature, we were doing so many bad things. And because of that, like, everybody has to suffer, because we all contributed, we were all supporting it by buying things and by doing so many things. Now, since we are in this situation, we need to understand that we never brought anything in this world. So now we need to look at it from a fresh mind, that okay, it has happened, now how can I be more creative? People who use
Hmm.
this situation, they will grow financially also in this. I have realized one thing in my life. Whenever I had a big setback, okay, in my life, like this, like when I lost my company, I was almost 6 years behind, all right, because I had a lot of loans, a lot of debts. And this was the company which I really created with lot of pain, lot of sufferings, and sleepless nights and sweat and blood. And one day I lost it, right? When I lost it,
Oh my God.
I was just feeling that okay, it's a very bad thing, it's a terrible thing. So the first thing which I did in this kind of a time was I went to a spiritual ashram and learned about positivity, because I always feel that, spirituality is the real root. Means you need to know why are you born. You need to really connect to the universal energy. You need to understand that something is good. And when you really understand, you get to start appreciating everything. You need to find 20 good things which are happening to you. Oh wow, wonderful, you are not losing the life. Oh, wow, wonderful that you are really so happy. You can smile, you can eat, you can breathe, you are still getting the food. Can you really pay attention to all those great things which are happening to you in this moment? If you pay attention
So
to all the great things, you will take gratitude. Okay. Yeah.
you are so this is how you're trying to say that we should try during the times when things are not right, we should try to look at the brighter side of the life where we have the right amount
Absolutely.
of things to live, to
Absolutely.
be with the family food. Okay, so that aligns our
Right.
mindset to think positively and to go ahead with the right approach.
Right. Right. And when that happens, definitely, when the financial situation is going to be bad, it is going to be bad for sure, because India was thinking of going and becoming a $5 trillion economy, and now we are back to $1 trillion, all right, from $3.5 trillion. So it is going to definitely hurt the businesses, but only those businessmen, all right, who are really going to really take it very, very positively, and who are going to be innovative, who are going to be really thinking big, who are going to thank God for at least staying alive, because there are thousands of people who are no more, like more than 2 lakh people are gone just like that. Okay.
Absolutely.
So I think we
Right.
need to really look at the brighter side and be positive in this final kind of situation. Financially, it is going to be bad for sure, and I know many of us will find it difficult to cope up with that. But I'm sure government of India, or government of your country, your own country, is definitely going to think about something good. At the same time, you will also have to really find out new ways to get into it. But I assure you that you are going to bounce back if you really pay attention to something good.
Stay
Yeah.
positive, right? I think I
Yeah.
have more questions in that respect on the side where the corporates can go ahead with. But BSR, we're
Mhm.
getting some amazing comments here where people have so many things. And please keep asking questions, because I'm going to go to the questionnaire round very, very soon after the first rapid fire. But BSR, we have
Mhm.
a humble request from viewers. Probably
Right.
they just want us to speak a little slow, maybe because they want to catch, and there's a bit of a deathering on the internet side, I believe so.
Okay.
So listening to our viewers, of course, I will try our best. Thank you so much for making that effort, and do let us know if the voice is not audible or you can't see us. Unless you do, we won't be able to correct ourselves. Thank you so much for helping us improve a little every single time. So
How?
BSR, I'm going to get to my first rapid fire. Okay. So, this is the most exciting session of the talk show. And very
Okay.
simple thing happens here is I'm going to ask you, and you're going to just answer in as little words or one word possible. But it has to be
Mhm.
super, super fast.
Okay.
Are you charged up for it? So, it
Yes.
has to be fast. Okay.
I have never faced a rapid fire, so I will try to be as candid as possible. Let's see.
Okay, okay,
All right.
that's even more fun. So nobody is going to judge you, because even if you, since it's your first time, so let's get your debut rapid fire up. So tell us your top three websites that you surf the
I
most.
would say YouTube is number one, Netflix is number two, and Google is number three. I
Okay,
can say.
okay, okay.
All
I'll
right.
take that. How about one business mentor that you follow?
The business mentor I follow is Anthony Robbins.
Okay, interesting. And how
Hmm.
about life mentor?
Nitya Shanti.
Nitya
Nitya Shanti
Shanti.
is a
Okay,
spiritual mentor. Yeah.
lovely. And one book you would like to give to your friend?
Uh, I like this book, which talks about the laws of spirit world, wherein you understand what is the power of your subconscious mind and how it connects to the whole universe. It is written by a lady called Khurshid Bhavnagri. So the laws of spirit world. Yeah.
Interesting. And how about a
Mhm.
podcast if you listen?
I'm sorry, I didn't get it.
Podcast. Do you listen podcasts?
I
Okay.
listen very less, but I like this Rich Dad podcast by Robert Kiyosaki, which gives
Okay.
me a little bit of
Okay.
financial information. Yeah.
Lovely. And tell us your favorite TV show. It doesn't have to be a one which drives motivational or documentary. It can also be money heist. We'll still love it. So you have to tell us your one favorite TV show.
Um, in India, I love historical figures. So here there used to be a TV show called Maharana Pratap. It is the story of a warrior, Maharana Pratap. So I used to watch almost every single episode of it. And now it is not telecasted live because it is over. I think more than 100 episodes were there. So I learned a lot from that. Yeah.
Interesting. And one pet you would
Yeah.
always like to have for yourself.
Horse. I used to be crazy about horses ever since I was born. So I love horse riding. I have to
Okay,
have
that's
him. All right,
interesting.
someday.
And share with us one golden moment of your life.
There are many millions, I would say, but the recent one is when I got a chance to go to United Nations and speak over there in New York headquarters. That was a feeling which was beyond imagination, I would say, beyond explanation.
Lovely.
Mhm.
Lovely. That's awesome. That's a great deal of honor for any Indian to go and represent UN. Lovely. Congratulations for that, BSR. So coming back to the
Thank you.
question where
Thank
we
you.
were covering about, so you did awesome. Let me first tell you, you did great on the rapid fire. So your debut, you pass. You've done phenomenally well on the debut rapid fire. Not bad at all. So let's
Thank you.
and from here, I'll take a question from the audience. Let's just see what the audience.
All right.
Oh, I think our audience, someone has to say something. It's not a question, but I'll love to read it because it's a very thoughtful comment. It's from Ankit Gupta, and he says, "Thank you for coming with such a great
Okay.
initiative, Khushbu. His story is interesting. Actually, what he did earlier, I'm doing now. I'm learning different things and exploring different areas. Wow, I mean, he has been through a journey of himself as well towards the suicide side and everything. But he writes those kind of comments, and he's trying his best and is at his best to get encouraged and uplifted, and he really resonates with your journey. So he connects with your journey, and he's saying that he feels
Oh,
that thing. Do you have a message for him, Ankit Gupta?
Ankit, keep on going. I mean, you will really inspire. You are born to be rich. You are born to be a powerful person and a soul who would really be able to touch many lives. So just go for that mission. That's it. Nothing can be stopped.
Wow,
Nothing can stop you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ankit, for that lovely message. What BSR said is absolutely true. And from my side, I'll say since you've already started to believe in yourself and you've already started to love yourself, you're no far from where you want to be. So just just believe that you're going to be there very, very soon. That's amazing. So BSR, tell us in terms of the business side where we are talking about realigning everything. One core suggestions. What's that one core suggestion you have for people who are thriving at the moment to survive and don't have the right business strategy? How do you think they should start? I mean,
Yeah.
what would be your advice? I'm not on the technical side, of course, but really in
Yeah.
their life, what they should do to align their mindset in the right way. Practically, what they can do.
Yeah, so the very practical thing which I really want to tell people, so in this kind of a situation, whoever is going to collapse or whoever's business is going to collapse, that is going to collapse only because they were busy building businesses. Rather than being a businessman and building a business, you need to now focus on building a business model. All right, there is a significant difference between business and business model. When you really have the business model, business works itself, right? It generates money for you. It doesn't need you and your active money and your active support, and it can definitely sustain itself for at least 6 months, 1 year in these kind of bad times. But when you are busy building business, that time you are running yourself, you are trying to ensure that everything goes right. One major mistake which businessman does is, without a business model, they try to hire. Without a system, they try to expand. Without a system, they really try to invest. So I want you to understand that whatever has happened, happened. But now focus on building system dependent or system driven business model, which can grow. Initially it might be slow, but once it starts growing, it will be like McDonald's, it will be like KFC, wherein every day it will really start growing. Okay, so I think that's what I would
Interesting.
like to suggest. And yeah,
That's very
yeah,
interesting because we have seen people that jump into the business, but they're not clear on the basics. And you earlier mentioned that
absolutely.
now you are moving towards digital transformation. You're helping people on digital
Right.
transformation, digital courses. Do you what kind of value do you think the people can start doing? Means what do you think they should do to add that digital transformation to their life? And starting from here, if next time anything happens, which I would definitely not want at all, but they can be more prepared than ever, what would be your thoughts on this?
See, digital is a part of our life now. We are not in the phase wherein we can ignore it. So each one of you who are watching this episode, I know each one of you have some talent. You can create some beautiful knowledge courses around that, and you can have the passive income out of those. Number one, right? Though definitely it's a science, and it is a process. It might take around a month's time for you to learn, but that is the thing. People do not consider information as their business. That is one thing which I want to say. Second thing, we are surfing anyways, internet, social media, and each one of those can make you money. YouTube is helping me make a lot of money. So you can explore these kind of things and start making money out of this. At the same time, every digital, I mean, whatever is your business problem, you have a solution of that problem in form of some software or some digital website or some application. You need to explore that and ensure that you connect to those right solutions. So I suggest that each one of you have talent. Why don't you really find one particular niche around that talent, record a course, and or maybe support somebody who already has those courses, and really make money out of it. Right, this is a good one. A good one. You
Okay,
can reach to the whole world today.
that's interesting. That's so you are encouraging people to start creating content in one niche that they have.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, that's an interesting one, BSR. And okay, let's touch a little bit on your journey. So today we are talking in English, and for my audience, I want to let you
Mhm.
know that there was a point of time where BSR didn't know how to talk in English, and he's really
Right.
come from a journey where he couldn't to a place where he has represented India in United Nations. So tell us, how exactly did
Mhm.
you fight that fear, and how did you stood out in public with this English being a challenge coming your way? And today we can all hear it. You're speaking phenomenally well.
Oh, thank you so much. I hope. I hope. All right. Well, um, in 2000, 1996 onwards, I was told that English is very important for you to move forward in your life, in your career. So from 1996 to 2004, I was struggling with this language. Someday I was trying to improve. Someday I was not trying to improve. Someday I was reading newspapers. Someday I was going for some classes, but nothing was working out. 8 long years I was struggling. But one fine day,
Wow.
I went for an interview and I got rejected. And that interview was organized by a placement agency. And when that
Mhm.
happened, I got rejected. And this guy told me on my face, and a couple of other guys who got rejected, that you guys are nobody. You guys will never be able to grow in life. And that really hurt me. All right. I think the real transformation happens when somebody slaps you, or when somebody hurts you, or when you meet an inspiring person. Okay, so that moment I decided that I'm really going to change myself completely. So I slogged myself for 18 full hours, and I was lucky that at the same time I met a couple of good teachers, and I got coached
Okay.
for around 1.5 months, and I worked almost 18 hours a day. In 3 full months I could learn this language, and then yeah, of course, I was practicing it more, and after 1 year I was able to speak absolutely fluently. um, Still, I feel there are a lot of challenges, but then still, 99% of the time I'm able to speak good English. So that was the thing. I
Wow.
think when something hurts you, and when something hurts your mind, then you change. So that was the first thing.
Absolutely. That blow was important, and that led you to go for a professional help. And across the period of last 30 minutes, you've talked a lot about the belief in learning and getting professional guidance from your mentor. I have seen on the flip side a large, I would say a huge population believes in self-learning because Google is just on your fingertip. You have all the right YouTube videos available. You have free education material available across, and it's easy access. But I'm hearing it from you that getting professional help has changed things for you. What do you think is a difference between going yourself and picking up things, whereas getting a professional help? Do you think an expert or a mentor is necessary in life?
1000%. An expert or a mentor, like you talk about any big businessman like Ratan Tata, you talk about Bill Gates, you talk about all these people. They're not the ones who will go and consult or free Google thing that, okay, how can I change myself? They will always hire the world-class experts for themselves. In fact, I can call them think tanks. They always have the think tanks. But an ordinary person has a think tank as his friends, his parents, his brothers and sisters, or maybe his colleagues. And that's the biggest mistake.
Nowadays,
because none of those are experts.
Also a think tank.
Right. Yeah, Google has become think tank, but then most of the time the organized information is not available. It is available in bits and pieces. Somebody has written some article. Yes, occasionally we can get help from it. But when you go to a mentor, what happens is, it's like, I'll give you an example. You go to the gym, all right? You are paid for the gym and you do exercise alone, all right? One is you do exercise at home, then you do exercise in a company of people, and the third, you hire a personal coach and then do the exercise. I know that everybody is, I think, smart enough to answer that when you exercise with a personal coach, it is going to give you more results. Okay, so the same thing applies in your life. A coach challenges you. A coach talks to you face to face, eye to eye, and he really gives you those blows which are needed in order to change. So that's the one thing. Second thing, you get organized information. You know what is the step 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. So that's why I feel mentor is the most must. And if you do not have the mentor, I don't know why people think like, mentoring is a cost. It is not a cost. It is an investment which is going to give you returns 10,000 times. And it has always given to me, and all those people who have got trained by me, they can relate to it, right? Yeah, definitely 5% people will always say, oh, I'm not really, I'm looking at something else. I think God can only help them, not the mentors. But yeah, 95% people to 99% people say that yes, we benefited from a coach or a mentor. So it is must. It is must, guys. It is not optional. Yeah, please go ahead.
Exactly. And I love the approach where you actually brought in the analogy of people who have proved in life. Bill Gates will definitely not go and look for Google. He'll definitely get a think tank. And that's how everybody wants to get to somewhere. And the journey of a mentor coming in life just fast forwards it. You can always do it, but then the time also goes off, because as you said, the organizational content comes in 1, 2, 3, the step by step. And I love the part where you say the face off. They really give you on the face, and they give you the real picture. Indeed, that's true. That's the value of a mentor, and I love that approach. There's okay. Before I proceed to the next question, I think this is the perfect time to just bring a question from our audience, because we've got some questions from our audience. Please share more questions if you have any trouble in your personal life or in your professional life, and you are having some sort of things that you're just wanting answers to. I think being an inspirational and a motivational speaker, BSR can help you with the best directions possible, and this is all free. So just take the best opportunity here. We're waiting for all your exciting questions to be asked from him. So I've got a question from Sadia Savdar. Hi, Sadia. I'm so glad to see you. So Sadia is one of our dedicated viewers, and we love her from the bottom. She's saying, my question to BSR is, does he believe in, does he believe in law of attraction, or he believes in hard work only? Moreover, can he recommend 5 daily affirmations? I love her question,
right,
Sadia.
yeah, for sure.
Fantastic question.
So Sadia, I would love to tell you that I'm a die-hard fan of law of attraction, and miracles after miracles happen with me. I have
Okay.
written a book around it called Master Your Thoughts, Master Your Life, and you can pick that book from Amazon.com, and it is going to shift your life completely. See, I always tell people, first of all, a lot of people have this analogy that, okay, law of attraction, will it work? Like if I think about Mercedes, and will it come to me? If I think about that, Rolls Royce car, or getting married to a celebrity, will it come? I say law of attraction works for those people. In fact, anybody who is talking about law of attraction, they are all working very hard to get their life up. All right. So 15 hours a day, you work for your passion, whatever way you want, you strategize everything. But 1 to 1.5 hour every day, you program your subconscious mind. Okay, so what is law of attraction? It is simple. It is the law of energy. Like if I focus on getting physically strong, I become physically strong. If I focus on expecting miracles, I start getting the miracles. All right, if I am happy, I will have happy people and happy newses. If I am sad, I'm negative, in the most of the happiest moments, I'll be able to find something dull. So law of attraction always works because it's a law. It is always working. Right now, when we are connected in this particular talk, you have a choice to either look positive in me or negative in me. If you look at negative, everything is negative. All right, you may not like my voice, you may not like me, and you may say, what is this? I mean, and then you can say LinkedInpreneur or all these episodes do not change lives. But if you find it positive, then you will see thousands of positives, and then every single statement which I'm saying or speaking will make perfect sense to you, and then that will give you the direction to think differently. And when you think differently, when your thoughts are different, your feelings are different, your imaginations are different, your actions are different, your visualization are different, your words are different, and your results has to be different. All right, that's how it is. So in law of attraction, in a simple formula, I'll say whatever you visualize, whatever you vocalize, whatever you emotionalize, you actualize, right? You materialize. So that's law of attraction. And my 5 favorite affirmations is, first one is, the whole universe is my best friend and it arranges everything for me easily, before I want, before I wish, and before I know. All right. So
I
that's the thing.
Yes,
That's the
I'm
first
so
affirmation.
motivated. I'm so motivated at this point of time that I really, really want to share it loud and loud and loud. My only law of attraction at the moment says that I really wish LinkedIn Prana stories can reach millions and millions of heart, and your story and all the stories can touch and learn with this real life experience. Really, I'm
How
so
wonderful.
motivated by what you're saying at the moment.
And my affirmation is, BSR has impacted 8 billion lives on the planet. BSR has impacted
Wow,
8
love.
billion lives on the planet. How wonderful. All right. Well, my
I
second
love that.
affirmation is, yeah, my second beautiful affirmation is, I love money. Money loves me. And it comes to me every time when I need it, in a great quantity, in great abundance, from all direction and from the right direction. All right. So that is another affirmation. The third one is, I use Hindi affirmation, so I'll just change it to English. Mera ghar swarg hai means my family or my house is the real heaven. All right, that's my affirmation. Whoever I meet is a god or a divine person. So whoever I meet,
Wow.
I know that I'm going to meet the right person. So whoever I meet is a divine. I see divinity in everybody I meet, and every day, in every way, I am becoming a rock star and a powerful superstar. Every
Wow.
day, in every
That's
way, I'm becoming a rock star
phenomenal.
and a superstar.
I think
And one more
Sadia,
I use is, I'm the happiest.
go ahead,
Yeah,
BSR.
sorry.
We would love to hear it. We
And the
love to
last
hear
one
it.
I use for myself, I used to use it ever since I learned about this, and that is, I'm the happiest, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, best, best. I'm the happiest, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, best, best. Right? That's what
Wow,
my beautiful affirmation.
that's like, so I want to say I'm the happiest, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, best, best. Wow. Okay. That's like a poem you recite every single day to yourself. I think Sadia, you got
Right.
all the right messages, and we wish you great health. You are absolutely perfect, and you're going to be amazing, Sadia. Thank you so much for this phenomenal question. With this question, I am going to go to the next round of of an exciting kind of a rapid fire where it's not about a question, but it's a choice. So I tell you X and Y, and you choose which one resonates with you the most.
Sure.
Okay? Excited?
Yes. Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm going to say my first one would be BSR. What's your pick? Passion or purpose?
Purpose always. Purpose always.
Lovely. You would like to see yourself as an author or trainer?
Trainer, speaker.
How about individual lives or corporates?
Individuals.
IQ or EQ?
Obviously, EQ.
How about I say idli sambar or aloo paratha? These are both Indian cooking types for the ones who
Aloo
don't
paratha.
understand.
Being a Rajasthani from India, I love aloo paratha.
Okay, so this was a personalized one for BSR for Indian for the Indian audiences specifically. Tell us, what would you pick? Would it be a Maruti 800, which is an affordable car for the ones who don't know, or you will go for a Rolls Royce?
When it comes to driving, I will go for Rolls Royce. And when it comes to gifting people, I'll go for Maruti initially, and then slowly and slowly, I wish that I can gift Rolls Royce also to people.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, tell us, you would call yourself an introvert or an extrovert or ambivert?
Ambivert. Yeah.
Okay, change or constant?
Change always.
Family
Constant is boring.
family or friends?
Yeah, this is tricky one. Both are important, but yeah, only one, then family.
Okay, and last but not the least, BSR as the most richest person or most famous person?
Here, I would go by the most famous person.
Wow. Okay, I love that. That is an amazing pick on X and Y. I would say getting to know you a little bit more is always a fun BSR here. So, um, wrapping up with this exciting segment, I want to come back and touch on law of attraction because you spoke so much about it. I would like to love to hear it from you. There are people who have heard about it but don't clearly
Right.
understand the value it can add, and how exactly should they start implementing that positive mindset, the mindset of that affirmation. How do you think they can
Right.
get into this journey? What would your say be in
See,
this?
uh, yeah. So when it comes to law of attraction, I think the name, many people get confused, and many people try to have the miracles in the life, but it is a process of programming your mind. That's it. All right. So people's programming of the mind is for mediocrity. If we start programming our mind for abundance, we will have abundance. All right. So we need to every single day without fail program our mind. How? Okay, we can use definitely affirmation, we can use positive books, we can have the meditations, we can have visualization, we can have vision boards wherein we can fix everything which we want. Because see, seeing is believing. If I have a vision board wherein I'm writing that I'm the biggest superstar in the world, and then I have some pictures, because mind thinks in terms of pictures, mind needs some references. Like when you say you want to be a superstar, means like what, like whom? Okay, Anthony Robbins or Amitabh Bachchan or what? I mean, who do you really want to follow? So mind
So
needs the
your
pictures.
advice would be to visualize things, start from
Absolutely.
visualizing.
Right. Yeah. So you need to visualize, you need to go to those places. Like for example, if you want a luxury life, then you need to go to luxurious places and
Wow, okay.
experience them, feel them, touch them, so that you can visualize them. All right. Because if you cannot do that, it will not work, it will not work at all. Okay. So so make sure that you just keep on raising your vibrations and your energy, and by being in the right, in Hindi, there are three things which I've written here: Sangat, Adat, and Guru. All right. I will
Okay.
say company of great people, okay, amazing habits, and amazing teacher. These three things are must to uplift your energy. And when your energy is uplifted, I'm sure everything is going to be great. It's like, simple analogy. If you have 100,000 rupees, you can only buy something worth 100,000. Okay. But if you have like, let's say, 1 million or 1 billion, you can buy the things worth 1 billion. So you can understand that right now, if your life is mediocre, means you have 1,000 rupees only. And if you want to have billions in your life, then you need to increase your vibrations, confidence, energy, skills, excitement, visualization, everything which can lift your energy up. All right. Some people's energy is lifted by clothes. Some people's energy is lifted by traveling in in a luxury business class. All right.
Indeed.
Some people's energy might be lifted with expensive watches, and somebody's energy might be lifted just by being with spiritual people. So do everything possible to lift your energy up, and it will give you many folds, returns in many folds. Yeah.
Awesome. So this would be keeping yourself positive with whatever drives you the best and
Right.
visualizing where you want to be, absolutely living that moment live. Okay, I love that
Absolutely.
advice, BSR. With this, let's cater to some more audience questions because they're all excited to hear it from you now. So we have
Sure.
Vibhor Pandey. Hi, Vibhor. Thank you for joining us. Hey, BSR, some negative thoughts are thrown many times on us by people who really don't know our situations, which then interferes with
Right.
our own decision making. How do we avoid those thoughts?
First of all, see, negativity cannot be avoided. See, it's like this: you have two tigers with you, suppose, or maybe two dogs.
Okay.
One is, I mean, both of them are sitting with you. One is negative, one is positive. Which one wins? That's the question. And if they fight, which one wins? So the answer here is whichever you feed more. Okay. So now let's replace the dogs or the tigers with negative and positive in our life. There are negative people, and they are trying to push you, and you are also trying to push them. Hey, go away, go away. Now what is happening is they are pushing you, and you are pushing them. Knowingly or unknowingly, you are paying attention to the negative. All right. So this positive is not getting the food, and it is getting weaker, 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 weaker. And whenever life has difficult times, the negativity pounces on the positive. Even if you want to be positive, it is like dead, it is feeble, it is weak. So I always tell that every single day, when your life is good, that time you need to really minimum 1 hour, you need to give yourself or fill yourself with extreme positivity, extreme certainty. And then slowly and slowly you will see one thing. You will start feeding this positive, and negative will start automatically going away, because negative is not getting attention from you. So that's perfect thing which you need to do. Second thing, if you have too much negativity around, that means you need a big change. That means you need to focus on learning now more. And this is what people
Okay.
ignore. People try to say, I want to be positive, I want to be positive. By just being positive, nothing will happen. You will have to change your environment. I might be the quality seed, but if I do not get the right environment, I can never become a tree, and I can never become a forest. All right. So
Yeah.
sometimes you need to change your environment. Right. I don't know how you change your environment, but you will have to find a creative way to change your environment. You cannot just be there in the negative. Okay. But yes, don't hate it. How can you be positive? Definitely gratitude exercise, I found, is the best one. Forgiveness meditation is the best one. Ho'oponopono is another best one. So I want to give you 4 statements. Okay. Whatever is happening in your life, whoever is responsible for it, a part of you also is responsible, because you are giving it energy. So you say, I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Please forgive me. Okay, please forgive me. I'm sorry. Talk to yourself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And then you say, okay, thank you so much. Imagine that you have been forgiven. Thank you so much. And then you lastly say, I love you. I love you. And you're giving the self love. And that, I'm telling you, you will feel calm. Just do this exercise for 5 minutes, and you can tell me how you're feeling. And I'm telling you, it will shift. Another thing, guys, it's a process. It's a process from going from negative to positive. It's a process. It might take time. People give up so easily. They go to 5 programs, and they listen to 5 motivational talks, or they listen to 5 spiritual talks, and they say, oh wow, it's so good. But after a month, they are again same, and they conclude
Yeah.
that, I went, I attended, I paid money also, but it doesn't work. It is not
Yeah.
practical. I say, what is practical? You've been feeding your mind every single day with television, negative serials, negative episodes, or maybe movies. You are getting
Absolutely.
angry. That is also practical. You're worrying, which is also impractical. All these so many impractical things you do. So why not keep training your mind? All right, because you take the bath every single day, you take the food every single day. Motivation or inspiration or the positive thing is also everyday task. You cannot decide to go for 5 days and then change. You will have to do it continuously. And ask me, 13 years every single day I have pumped up myself with positive energy, and still some days if I forget to do it, I sense the energy shift on that
Yeah,
day. It becomes slow. All right.
absolutely. I think I can agree to this, BSR. To Vaibhav also, I have to say the point when you forgive yourself and you say you love yourself, it really works. I have tried it, and I'm saying you it works. So what you're saying, BSR, is bang on. I can validate that with my own personal experience. That's a wonderful takeaway. We can't let negativity go out of it. So thank you for that beautiful, beautiful answer. Let's go to the next question that we have. So there's a friend, I'm not too sure who has written it because we were not able to cover it. But this comes from a friend from Melbourne, which is Jessie Paul, has shared a question on WhatsApp, which is, what's important according to you, growth or profitability?
I think growth, because I know when you grow, profitability follows you.
Perfect. I love that one. I simply love that one. And let's go for the next one quickly. Since we are running short of time, we really are in our last few minutes of the talk, and it's just flew like this. I can't imagine. It's almost an hour. If you have any final questions, just keep sharing with us, and we would love it. And don't forget to follow the hashtag LinkedIn Prana to make sure you don't miss any single update that comes from us. So the next question, BSR, is from Lokesh Yadav, and he's saying, BSR, how can I find out my passion? The one thing which I can do for the rest of my life. What do you think, BSR? Very quickly telling him how can he find out his passion? I think this question is for millions there.
Yeah, this question has often come, and there is no shortcut to find your passion. I will tell you what I did and what I
Okay.
inspire people to do. And that is number one. The one word answer is experiment. All right. If you keep waiting and keep thinking, what is my passion, it will not come to you. So what you need to do is you need to think, okay, what do I really love? And when I do something, when I feel completely lost, do that thing. After 6 months, you may feel, no, this is not my inner calling. Whatever touches your heart, just go ahead and experiment in that area. And I'm telling you, after 3 to 5 experiments, you will be able to really discover your true purpose. Because 90% of the time, when we feel what we love or what we really want to work for the rest of the life. So you need to think like this: what if God has already given me all the money and everything in the world? What would I still like to work towards? Okay, like Bill Gates, he has been the richest, and now he is working towards helping thousands, eradicating, polio and all those kind of diseases. So you need to think like Bill Gates. Like, if you have become the richest, what will happen? Second thing, what is the most painful thing for this world for you? All right, is it the poverty? Is it something else? Okay, that doesn't mean that you shift your business from manufacturing to helping poor. Okay, but now this will give you like a big reason to make profits in manufacturing, so that you can make huge profit and help poor. You can make huge profits and help the needy or the nature or whatever. So
That's a beautiful
so you
one.
need a reason. You need a reason to make profit. So that's what I say. All right.
Absolutely, because I think it was important that you mentioned that don't leave the manufacturing, because then suddenly people will be like going towards that direction. But making money can help a lot of people out there that and reach their help closer to their dreams. Thank you so much, Lokesh, for that beautiful question. I hope you got your answer. Going to the next question is Souvik Chaudhary, and he's saying how to control anger. Very quickly, Besar, tell us how he can control his anger when things don't occur the way he thinks.
Practice gratitude, number one. Second thing, I would say, you need to really do a lot of meditation. I mean, meditation is one thing. There's no quick fix, because if you are habitual of getting angry, you need to break that pattern every time. And you cannot break the pattern when you are in the process of anger. So you need to break that pattern when everything is normal. You need to imagine, okay, you getting angry and how things are hurting you back. And then in that meditation, you can really imagine the same situation again and seeing it in a different way. So doing the mental rehearsal well in advance, so that if the situation happens, you can choose to respond, right? So response is the best thing. When you choose to respond, things can change. So that's the first thing which I would like to say. Second thing, anger is only, you are not actually angry on people, you are actually angry on yourself. You need to understand this, because whenever you are angry, your BP shoots up, your diabetes increase. So who are you really hurting the most? All right, if you are angry with me right this moment, I'm absolutely blissful. Okay, so you might be hurting the most. So understand that anger is yourself, killing yourself. And anger happens when things are not happening as per you. And understand that life will not happen as per you. It is not supposed to happen as per you. Because if it would be
Absolutely.
happening only as per you, it will be boring. Yeah.
Correct. I think that's so true. Thank you so much, BSR, for sharing. I love the break the pattern part. And very quickly, since we are wrapping up and we have almost done, I will bring you to the last amazing section of our talk, which is one word. So I'm quickly going to say one word, and you're going to tell the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay?
Sure.
Are we ready for the last segment, BSR?
You are
Let's do
challenging
it.
me.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Guys, please share your questions. We're going to try it, but we're really in the last segment. So, here, growth. What's growth for you, BSR?
Helping people.
Wow. BSR, why not we get our audience also to answer what first thing comes to their mind? Why not you guys play with us this game? I'm going to enjoy this so much. How about I share one word and you guys also put in the comment section what comes to your mind? Let's figure out yourself. Let's get you closer to your vision. I am sure this is going to do it. So, what's growth to you? We got it from BSR already. So, BSR, the next one would be what's dream?
My dream is to help all the needy people, so that I can make them see the direction. So I really want them to understand why they are born. That's it. That's my ultimate purpose, like how they can find their purpose, I would say. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing, because I
I'm so
believe if a
sorry. There was a
10-year
little
old.
bit of internet hiccup here.
Yeah, but I can hear you.
I'm so sorry. There was a little bit of internet hiccup coming back to the game.
Mhm.
Yes, BSR.
So
Sorry, we couldn't
yeah,
get you. Can you repeat yourself? One word that comes to your mind with dream?
yeah, one word which comes to me with the dream is giving vision to many people. Okay, vision is my only dream word.
Oh,
And I would say, yeah, if I can give vision to many people, I
how
would
about
be feeling that I'm about.
wow? How about passion?
Yes, passion is important. Passion. See,
Family?
I am passionate person, but I'm passionate person. But more than the passion, as I said initially, also purpose means a lot to me. And I think when you
Correct.
find the purpose, you are always passionate. Yeah.
Absolutely. How about family? What's the one word? Just one word that comes to your mind with family.
Care and love. Care, I would say more.
Wow. Okay. Positivity.
Bliss, or I would say divinity. Positivity
Law,
is a bliss. Yeah.
law of attraction.
Law of attraction means miracle.
Okay. Audiences keep answering, keep commenting. How about breakthrough?
Change in a moment, right?
Wow. And money?
Money, I would say I've never thought, but yeah, it's a power, I must say.
Okay.
It's a
And
power
if
using
I
which
ask
you can
you
do many
power,
things. Yeah.
if I ask you power,
Power means control.
okay, lovely. And the last would be one word for Bhupendra Singh Rathore. Guys, for you, it will be your name.
The,
So for one word, Bhupendra Singh Rathore, what's that?
the king of the world. The
Wow.
king, I would say.
Okay. I really want that to happen. Amazing, amazing BSR. You did great there with the final exciting round that we have it. And that's closing. That's really we are reaching to the end of our episode, sadly, but it was a phenomenal first episode. We are so blessed to have you and share insights. Deeply loved what you shared about the law of attraction and how exactly people can align their mindset to positivity. And that's all that they need to align their business as well. Once they are positive, they can get to where they want. So that was the most beautiful part, BSR. We are really honored to have you with us. Thank you so much for making this time and being there and sharing your journey of getting from a shy boy to an outstanding boy, a guy who can't speak English to rocking at English, a guy who was not able to, talk to one person is now talking to 7.5 lakh people and even more. Amazing, BSR. Thank you so much for being with us. And
thank you, Khushbu. It was a brilliant interview. Yeah.
Yes, and thanking to our audience, of course. Thank you so much for being so patient and sticking around with us for this one beautiful hour where you could spend with your family and friends as well. But I hope we were able to add value with this real life experience of BSR from himself and not from anybody else. And please follow the hashtag LinkedInpreneur to get update on everything that you want to know on this episode. We are going to come back again tomorrow, same time, as per your time zone, and bring in the story of an amazing entrepreneur from Malaysia, Mr. Roshan Tirani, and he's going to share his journey. But before that, I have a beautiful announcement for every one of you. We are planning something extremely exciting, and that's named as LinkedInpreneur Facelift. If any of you want early access or want to know what exactly that is, I would love a beautiful DM from you, and I'm going to write personally and tell you what exactly it is all about. But before we wind up for today, I would want to hear something from BSR on the closing note, that what are his closing note for people who are going through a tough time or going through a time of change in their life. What do you have to say, BSR, as we are closing for our episode today?
So I want to tell everybody that whatever is happening, it was supposed to happen the way it is. So I remember one quote from my teacher. He says, everything is perfect and it can be joyfully handled, improved, and probably dealt with. So whatever has happened, deal with it joyfully, improve it joyfully, and be joyful in the entire experience, because this experience will change your life too. All right. Thank you so much. And really appreciate Khushbu, LinkedInpreneur stories, and all of you for watching this. I really am humbled and grounded with this interview, and I really enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank you so much, Khushbu, for this amazing initiative, and I'm sure it will grow beyond. It will become world's #1 show, and it is going to touch many lives for sure. Thank you.
Wow, BSR. Thank you so much for those blissful words. This really touches our heart and soul. There's a whole team involved.
Did you hear me? Thank you.
And I'm glad for that blessings. Thank you so much for being there with us. Thank you for the audience. Have a great time back at your home. Things are going to get better very soon, and we are going to get back to the normal life, the new normal. So live this moment to the maximum. You've never get to spend so much of time with your family. So enjoy it. Enjoy where you are. Be in the present. Think about the future and rock it. Stay indoors. Stay safe. Thank you so much for being there.